Okay, so this is a photo editorial, so I'm just going to read the story that goes along with it. It's called Tears of Jupiter. Year 1941. World War II just broke out and America was a country at war. Two twin brothers lived in a lighthouse in Maine. The two brothers and their parents lived in this lighthouse to help look out for possible U-boat attacks every day. The two brothers had no one besides themselves, so they became each other's best friends. Both of them talked to each other about deeper meanings of life when they were up in the lighthouse at night and staring at the stars. They both decided they wanted to grow up and go into the stars at one point in their life. They dressed up as aliens and imagined scenarios where they were battling through space and their toys were alien figured. After the two grew up, they moved to the city to further pursue their dream and passion of becoming an astronaut. It was the Cold War, and the space race was in a frenzy across the globe. The two began basic training until Travis struck. One brother was diagnosed with terminal cancer in the bone marrow. The only possible way for him to live was a bone marrow transplant by an identical person, his brother. However, if identical brothers agreed to transplant bone marrow, if the identical brother agreed to transplant bone marrow, it would prevent him from traveling to space due to surgical reasons. The brother decided to abandon his twin and flew up in one of the first missions to space, betraying and leaving his brother to die. On the way up, the spaceship blew up, and the brother traveling in space died. The brother stuck on Earth with shattered dreams and a broken heart was left as the successor of his family. Unable to live without his brother and unable to accomplish his true dream, he ended up his miserable suffering. He made one last trip to his childhood home, the lighthouse. His dream to become an astronaut was born there, and his love for his brother would always remain there. He ran to the top of the lighthouse and hung himself. So, pretty depressing, but photo editorial. A lost one. His brother is lost in space. A successor. The one brother takes over the job that the other brother wanted to do. A princess. A princess. Don't if I don't remember, but think of it later. Okay. A discovery. They discover that he needs the transplant. A betrayal. One brother betrays the other. Harbinger doom. Obviously, it tells the doom of the future for the brother since he can't get the transplant. A living toy. They play with toys up in the lighthouse, imagining himself. They have a brotherhood going on. Hangs himself with the rope. He dreads not being able to go to space. Decoy protagonist. You think that the protagonist will be the one brother that actually does go into space, but it ends up being the one that tanks himself. Quest to go to space. Explosion when the spaceship blows up. Evil twin. One of the brothers is evil. X-rays. You do that with the surgery. Regarding history, takes place during the Cold War. Something completely different. You did not expect that ending. The news talks about space. We use Amy in this. George Hall, also known as Connor. Me. And Chronicle tells about it in it. And that's it.